Neisseria meningitis. Meningitis means inflammation of the membrane of the brain or spinal cord. Meningitis means inflammation of the membrane of the brain or spinal cord. Neisseria is a capsulated gram-negative cocci arranged in pair, always diplococci, size 0.5 to 1 micrometer in size. It can ferment maltose and glucose. This one is a non-motile, non-spore-forming organism. So, morphology of Neisseria meningitis, capsulated one, gram-negative cocci, always arranged in pair, diplococci, size 0.5 to 1 micrometer in size. It can ferment maltose and glucose. These one are non-motile and non-spore-forming organism. Now we see about virulence factor. This one is a capsulated one, capsular polysaccharide. It have capsular polysaccharide. What is the role of capsular polysaccharide? Prevent antiphagocytosis. It have 13 serotype A to Z. It have endotoxin. What is the role of endotoxin? Cell destruction. Then it have immunoglobulin A1 protease complex. This one break immunoglobulin A and helps in colonization. Then factor H binding protein inhibit complementary C3b proteins. This one is help for colonization and invasion of Neisseria meningitis. Now we are seeing virulence factor. It have capsular polysaccharide. What is the role of capsular polysaccharide? Antiphagocytic in nature. It have 13 serotype A, B, C, D, W, 135, X, Y, Z like that. Then endotoxin. What is the role of endotoxin? Cell destruction. Then immunoglobulin A1 protease. This one help in colonization. Then factor H binding protein. This one inhibit complementary pathway. Then route of transmission, respiratory route or oral secretion. Direct contact or airborne droplet only, it will transmit one person to another. Close contact with infected person, it will transmit. So mode of transmission, respiratory route or oral secretion. Through direct contact or airborne droplet via infected person only, it will transmitted one person to another. Then incubation period 1 to 7 days. Incubation period 1 to 7 days. Now pathogenesis. Route we already know. Respiratory route mainly affected nasopharynx part. After nasopharynx it goes to the blood. Through the blood it can causes meningitis. Also causes meningococcosemia. Pathogenesis route, respiratory route mainly affected nasopharynx part. After that it will reach to the blood. Through blood it will causes meningitis. Also causes meningococcosemia. Then what are the disease it will causes? Clinical symptoms: headache, neck stiffness, photophobia, vomiting, and also causes rashes. What are the disease? Headache, neck stiffness, photophobia, vomiting, and rashes. Sign: Kernick and Butzin symptoms. Symptoms: meningococcosemia. Waterhouse Friderichsen symptoms also it will causes. Then what are the specimen we will collect? CSF, cerebrospinal fluid, blood and nasopharyngeal swab. We will collect specimen, then centrifuged. Take deposit for the bacteriological analysis. Then we will do microscopic examination. CSF bed film method, we will observe plenty of pus cells. Then cultural examination, we will inoculated blood agar, chocolate agar and Thayer-Martin medium. Incubated 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Exam colonies by using gram staining, biochemical and serological test. Then laboratory diagnosis is very important. What are the specimen we will collect? CSF, blood and nasopharyngeal swab. We will centrifuge that specimen. After that only we are using for bacteriological examination. First one is direct examination. Microscopy we are using CSF. Bed film method, observed plenty of pus cells. Cultural examination, we are inoculated blood agar, chocolate agar and Thayer Martin agar medium. Incubated 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. After that we will do gram staining, biochemical and serological test. We will confirm the Neisseria meningitis. Then rapid diagnosis test. Lactase agglutination, Q-link test, PCR, polymerase chain reaction, litmus, amoebocyte, lysate assay test and co-agglutination test we are using. Because we don't have enough time for culturing, so latex agglutination test give rapid and immediate result. We can detect capsular polysaccharide, and comparing to culturing method, this one is the best and effective method. Biochemical test we already know, this one is oxidase positive and it can ferment maltose and glucose. Treatment purpose we are using rifampicin and ciprofloxacin. Now we see about summary of Neisseria meningitis. This one is causes inflammation in brain or spinal cord. Capsulated one, gram negative cocci always arranged in pair. Size 0.5 to 1 micrometer. It can ferment maltose and glucose. Non-motile, non-spore forming organism. Virulence factor, it have capsular polysaccharide, endotoxin, immunoglobulin A1 protease, factor H binding protein. Mode of transmission, respiratory route or oral secretion. Incubation period 1 to 7 days. Then pathogenesis, it will reach us to the respiratory tract, then affect us nasopharynx part. After that it will reach to the blood. Through blood it causes meningitis, also causes meningococcemia. Then what are the disease it will cause? Headache, neck stiffness, photophobia, vomiting. Symptoms meningococcemia. What are the specimen we will collect? CSF, blood and nasopharyngeal swab. Examination microscopy, CSF wet film method we will observe Blandia pus cells. Then we are using blood agar, chocolate agar, Thayer Martin medium. Incubate 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. By using gram staining, biochemical test and serological test, we confirm this organism. Then lactase agglutination test is very important one, because we don't have enough time for culturing in this Neisseria meningitis patient, so we will do rapid test. We can detect capsular polysaccharide. Then treatment purpose we are using rifampicin, ciprofloxacin. That's all about Neisseria meningitis.